LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
The summer soccer rush continues in MLS. Tonight, live from Carson, California, it's an all-Western Conference affair as the LA Galaxy get set for the visit of the Houston Dynamo. Hello, great to have you along, listeners. I'm Christian Miles, and welcome to Central American Heritage Night tonight here at Dignity Health Sports Park, and an evening which the Galaxy are hoping to become the harbinger of greater and bigger things to come. LA coming into this match in the fourth position on 37 points in the Western Conference table. That puts them 6 points adrift of second-place Sporting Kansas City, a whopping 8 points off the Western Conference pacesetters Seattle Sounders, and of course 5 behind the Colorado Rapids. However, speaking of the Rapids, this is a Galaxy team very confident after taking a share of the points in a 1-1 draw away to the Colorado Rapids in Commerce City on Saturday. It was a game that was tough, it was spirited, and despite extending their winless run to 4 games, a lot of confidence as well as positives were taken from the performance. Head coach Greg Vanney said it was a good job of getting a point. However, we could have been a little sharper. Things went positively for us, but we didn't do everything we wanted to do. But we did show that we can compete with the better teams in the West. However, perhaps the biggest positive in that game was the return of Javier Chicharito Hernandez, who came back after a 12-game absence to put on a 62-minute shift in his first appearance since early June. He looked sharp, a little more in sync, and indeed appears to be rested and ready for the long haul, as the Galaxy now have just 11 games to go in the MLS regular season. They have their work cut out for them tonight against a Houston team that, despite their inauspicious start to the campaign and really, quite frankly, a terrible 2021 campaign, they have given the Galaxy fits and starts throughout their tenure. You may remember a couple of years ago it was Houston knocking the Galaxy out on the final day of the season, thereby eliminating LA's playoffs hopes in 2019, and more of that misery continued in a 1-1 draw before the COVID outbreak last February in 2020. They did meet up in Orlando in July of that summer, and which also was a 1-1 draw. So the Galaxy seeking their first win, going all the way back to April of 2019, a stretch of 3 games without victory against a nemesis that really doesn't have much to say about themselves right now. 12th position, second from bottom, on 22 points from the space of their first 24 games. However, they're feeling confident right now after a 3-0 win over Austin. Saw them take victory for the first time in 17 outings, ending a 4-month winless run. Ouch. It's been a long, hot summer, a tough summer for Tab Ramos's men. All right, we're going to step aside. When we return, we'll take a closer look at the opposition, tell you what you can expect to see from this one, plus the latest and greatest from the Galaxy. It's LA and Houston tonight, right here on Galaxy Radio. Stay with us.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown and Courts, Chicago, Illinois.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Don't let the thrills stop when the game ends. Your official LA Galaxy after party is at SoCal's most thrilling casino, San Manuel. Join us for a chance to win a share of millions in prizes all September long, including a 2021 Lexus LC convertible and up to $100,000 in cash every Thursday at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., and 9 p.m. Earn entries using your Club Serrano card each time you play, and you could be one of our weekly grand prize winners. Fall into September with a big win and thrilling jackpots. Only at San Manuel Casino. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors, and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy.
And we welcome you back. We're about 16 and a half minutes away from kickoff here as the LA Galaxy gets set to lock horns with the Houston Dynamo. This is Galaxy Radio, and I'm Christian Miles. The Galaxy looking for their 12th win. On home soil, however, it's been a little bit less than scintillating, you could say. The Galaxy coming off back-to-back defeats to the Colorado Rapids in August, as well as the San Jose Earthquakes. In fact, the Galaxy looking for their first win since last beating Real Salt Lake here at the beginning of August by a 0-0. 3 games without a victory on home soil. And, of course, the home fans desperately wanting something to be positive about. A lot of pressure, therefore, on this Galaxy team because not only with that poor run in home games, this is their only home match in the month of September. Out of those 5 games, only 1 played here in Carson, so that puts a little bit more onus on their shoulders to take maximum points ahead of a very tough run-in for the Galaxy that will see them pay a visit to Minnesota on Saturday before heading over to Austin the following Sunday on the 26th, and then rounding out the month away to Western Conference rivals Real Salt Lake. The tough schedule really has taken a toll on this team, but one thing that is positive, they are virtually back to being nearly fully fit. The only asterisk right now is Derek Williams, who's come away with a bit of a groin injury he sustained on Saturday at Colorado. He failed to pass a scan and will not be included in the first 11 tonight for the Galaxy, and that really is the only notable omission from a team that is starting to come online, starting to get back to full fitness as we get set for the final third of the campaign. But what about this opposition? We mentioned in the 12th position on 22 points, finding themselves a whopping 15 points below LA in the West. It looks as though the playoffs are going to be a little bit of a bridge too far, but Greg Vanny going on to say about this Houston team that says, hey, we need to match their urgency tonight. They're going to come out with the bit between their teeth following their biggest win of the season on Saturday at home, 3-0 over Austin. They are fighting for their last breath. They don't consider themselves out of the playoffs. What's going to be key for them tonight, in the mind of the Galaxy boss, is that the Galaxy need to play quickly and they need to defend well in transition. They want to come out with a strong start because this is a Houston team that is technical and athletic, able to get in behind, and if they get their confidence and win in their sails, they could present a big, big problem for L.A. Chicharito, very happy and very pleased with his outing. He's expected to get the start tonight, along with a few other changes coming into the first 11. Greg Vanny will be rotating his squad. Time for us to step aside. We'll talk about that squad rotation as we'll have the Modelo starting lineups and a look at the first 11. Plus, we'll take a look at the starting lineups for Tab Ramos and the Houston Dynamo. It's L.A. and the Houston Dynamo tonight only on Galaxy Radio. Stay with us.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Don't let the thrill stop when the game ends. Your official LA Galaxy after party is at SoCal's most thrilling casino, San Manuel. Join us for a chance to win a share of millions in prizes all September long, including a 2021 Lexus LC convertible and up to $100,000 in cash every Thursday at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., and 9 p.m. Earn entries using your Club Serrano card each time you play, and you could be one of our weekly grand prize winners. Fall into September with a big win and thrilling jackpots. Only at San Manuel Casino. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors, and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy.
And welcome back. The only home game in the month of September getting set to kick off in a special midweek treat tonight. It's the LA Galaxy playing host to the Houston Dynamo. Happy to have you along here on Galaxy Radio. Time now to get to the starting 11. Brought to you by Modelo, setting the gold standard for authentic Mexican beer since 1925. Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. And Greg Vanny will begin with the Galaxy. He is going to make 5 big changes from the team that drew away to Colorado on Saturday night. The big change, of course, coming in goal, Jonathan Klinsmann deputizing for Jonathan Bond. Klinsmann getting his second start of the season since that shutout victory away to Minnesota on the 14th of August when he stood on his head and made 7 big saves. One change in defense as Nico Hamalainen comes in at the left fullback role. It's a tweak in formation as well. You may remember the Galaxy going with 3 central defenders or 5 at the back on Saturday. They've reverted to a customary 4-3-3 with Araujo on the right, Koulibaly partnering Daniel Steres as Derek Williams will miss out through injury. Ryan Raveloson, another one of those changes, returns his last appearance in that 3-3 draw away to LAFC. So his first appearance in nearly a month, and he will be joined by other changes. Sammy Grosser, who starts for the first time in 4 games and netted the equalizer with 10 minutes to go on Saturday night. Efrain Alvarez will be playing in a wide role on the right-hand side after coming on as a substitute just past the hour mark in Commerce City. And up front for his second consecutive start, it'll be Javier Chicharito Hernandez, the 33-year-old, as I mentioned, put in a 62-minute shift. He looks sharp, still has a little bit of a ways to go, but looks like he could become the dangerous striker, which saw him net 10 goals in his first 11 appearances in MLS. Still amongst the best, tied for 7th place in the MLS goal-scoring chart despite missing out on the last 2 months or so. To the first team news for the Houston Dynamo, and Tab Ramos not going to make any changes or shift in shape from the team that won out on Sunday 3-0 at the expense of Austin. It will be Michael Nelson who comes in. He's taken the gloves for Marco Maric in goal. He did record his first MLS and first career shutout on Sunday. Zarek Valentin at right fullback with Parker, and Tenage Hadebe, the Zimbabwean, in the center of the park. The Swede, Adam Lundqvist, keeps his spot at fullback. It's a double pivot in the middle with a very familiar face, former Galaxy man Joe Corona, who appeared 47 times in the prior 2 seasons. Will partner Matias Vera, the Argentine, 3 across the midfield with Griffin Dorsey, who was on target in that 3-0 win over Austin, and Fafa Picol, who scored twice on Sunday. Darwin Quintero, the former designated player featured for Minnesota United, still a designated player with Houston. He'll operate in support of the Argentine Max Urruti. Of course, 6 goals and 2 assists, but the goals have dried up for him as of late. He's only found the back of the net 6 times, but not once in the last 10 appearances, last doing so back on June 26th in a 1-1 draw away to Real Salt Lake. So indeed, room for improvement from a team that has had problems scoring goals. In fact, in terms of sheer statistical percentages and output, only 8 other teams have scored fewer goals than this Houston Dynamo team, but it could get interesting. As we know, the Galaxy have had their defensive problems, allowing 36 goals so far through the season. Of course, that ranks tied with Houston as 5th worst in Major League Soccer. So perhaps room for improvement. Changes abound for both of these 2 differing philosophies and 2 coaches that know each other all too well. All right, time for us to step aside. However, when we return, we get down to the brass tacks. It's going to be a good one. It's 4th in the West against 12th. It's a conference rivalry and a match that means so much to both of these 2. Can the Galaxy turn it around and get their first win in 5? And can Houston make it back-to-back victories? We're going to step aside. However, when we return, it's kickoff, LA and Houston, next.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Don't Don't let the thrill stop when the game ends. Your official LA Galaxy after party is at SoCal's most thrilling casino, San Manuel. Join us for a chance to win a share of millions in prizes all September long, including a 2021 Lexus LC convertible and up to $100,000 in cash every Thursday at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., and 9 p.m. Earn entries using your Club Serrano card each time you play, and you could be one of our weekly grand prize winners. Fall into September with a big win and thrilling jackpots. Only at San Manuel Casino. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors, and 3 delicious dips. All for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
The Galaxy are home for the first time since August 20th and hoping they could turn things around. 4 games without victory has them thirsting and aching for more. They take on a vulnerable opponent tonight in the Houston Dynamo, who have taken just 4 wins in their 24 games this season. It is 4th, getting set to take on 12th in the Western Conference. Happy to have you along for Galaxy Soccer right here on Galaxy Radio, an all-important affair, and great to be bringing it to you tonight. I am Christian Miles. The Galaxy trying to improve upon their record of 11 victories, 8 defeats, and 4 draws in their 23 games. 37 points taken so far after a pretty good start, but the Jets have cooled just a bit, and now questions abound. This Galaxy team trying to get some consistency as we head into that final third of the campaign. This begins match 1 of 11 games remaining in the regular season. It is time for victory. It is time for the points. However, the same could be said for the black and orange of the Houston Dynamo, a team that has not won on their travels this season. The only team in Major League Soccer that has yet to take victory on the road. And if there's any team they feel they can do it against, it is this LA Galaxy team, because they have given them fits, they have given them starts throughout their entire history with each other since coming into existence back in 2006. This, of course, the 33rd meeting. Houston with a slight edge, winning 12 of the prior 32 contests. LA with 11 victories, the other games resulting in 9 draws. The Galaxy, though, a little bit better here. 6 wins and 4 wins for Houston in games. In fact, the 14 matches played here in Carson, but currently it's Houston looking for a 4-game unbeaten streak against the Galaxy to continue tonight after a series of 1-1 draws in both meetings last season in what was a strange, wild, and a wacky 2000 MLS campaign. The Galaxy will attack the goal to the west in their white, and happy to be home. This is their only home game of the 5 in the month of September, and important to take maximum points as the road promises to be very, very bumpy coming up, with games in Minnesota, Austin, and Real Salt Lake coming up before the end of the month. Javier Chicharito Hernandez back, and we are rolling and underway. It's the Galaxy starting us off in possession and going with 4 at the back. A little bit of a different setup than we saw on Saturday in Colorado when they went with 3 central defenders. One of the big stories was the return of Daniel Steres. Got his first appearance since August 21st against Real Salt Lake. Hadn't started a game before that, going all the way back to July 24th away to FC Dallas. So out it goes, throw in halfway line on the far side for the visitors from Houston. 7 defeats and 5 draws on their travels has left a lot to be desired. Play it out wide to this left-hand side and chased down by the Houston left back, Adam Lundqvist, who will set it up the line. Trying to work it forward for Max Urruti, but only LA's Sega Koulibaly is there. And it's Vasquez who's roughed up right in front of referee Kevin Stott outside the center circle in Houston territory. And it's going to be a free kick for the Galaxy. Galaxy Road Warriors, as I mentioned. Let's see what they drop on these dead balls. Not exactly their bread and butter. And Greg Vanney reverting to 4 after saying the 5 at the back setup was due to the unavailability of Ryan Raveloson, who is still out due to COVID quarantine and international duty after featuring with Madagascar in World Cup qualification. He did play with a back 3 of Koulibaly, Steris, as well as Derek Williams. This is Steris on the left side of central defense tonight, along with the Frenchman Koulibaly. Wide to the right for Jonah dos Santos. As Julian Araujo once again back into the starting fold for the Galaxy on the right, playing a little more advanced as he has. Good ball up for Vasquez about 30 yards away. He'll spray it out wide where Efrain Alvarez gets his first touch, but feeds it straight to the Houston defense and Adam Lundqvist. Such an important fixture. The Galaxy trying to close ground on the Colorado Rapids. 5 points in front of them. Third position in the Western Conference, where the Rapids find themselves. Remember, it's so important. As the Galaxy are fighting for home field during the playoffs, the top 4 teams will host in the first round. Galaxy hoping to be amongst those teams by the end of the season. Wide to the right-hand side for the hard-charging Griffin Dorsey into Galaxy territory and out, and it will be a throw for the Finn-American Nico Hamalainen, who's on international duty with Finland despite being born in West Palm Beach, Florida. He's really been a good pickup on loan from Queen's Park Rangers of England after signing early last month. Knocked down by Raveloson. Slow reactions, and it's going to be a foul against the Galaxy. And Victor Vasquez can't believe it, and neither can I. Looked to be a little nonchalant hit. Nothing too serious. But it's brought down Joe Corona, who's in a high degree of pain. Part of that 2-man pivot, that double number 6 in front of that Houston back 4, and it's presented ample opportunity here from a dead ball situation for the Dynamo, wearing black, the orange trim. Darwin Quintero, the Colombian, standing over, and he whips in a menacing ball, well dealt with initially. Second ball will drop, and twisting and turning as Fafa Picault gets it inside, but there is Sega Koulibaly to intervene. So a good opening foray for the Dynamo. As I mentioned, the team that hadn't won going all the way back to May for that Sunday victory over Austin, their largest margin of victory in 2021. They've sprayed it out wide to the left where Lundqvist has popped up and made himself available, and he has to deal with the likes of Julian Araujo. And the Galaxy man comes up the better of the two. Here's Daniel Steris, who whips it around left-hand side. Sammy Grandsier getting his first start in quite some time. Came off the bench the last 3 games as a substitute, proved to be a super sub of sorts, scoring 18 minutes after coming on Saturday afternoon in a very hot, difficult place to play in Commerce City, along with the altitude. Galaxy very pleased with the point, even though they felt they didn't play that great. That move broken up easily now, and it's Houston who get it back just in front of their own penalty area. Tenagi Hadebe, Zimbabwe international, part of that central defensive pairing with the American Tim Parker back there. It's released Griffin Dorsey on the right-hand side of midfield, intended to nicely by Daniel Steris, and out it will be a throw-in right in front of the Galaxy bench. So up comes Zarek Valentin. They'll whip it around to the left-hand side. Hadebe leaves it. Lundqvist pushing forward from his left fullback role, squeezes off the cross, but it's mishit. Did it take a deflection? Appears to be the ruling from the referee. So the first corner of the evening going to the Dynamo. Like to predicate a lot of their attacking philosophy and approach in wide areas. So Houston will see Darwin Quintero take it. Scored 3 times from corner kicks. So far here in 2021, the Galaxy a little vulnerable. They conceded 4 times from corners this season. This one played in. He did win the header. It was Parker who come forward. It may drop, and it does for Chicharito Hernandez, who locates the Spaniard Vasquez. And here come the Galaxy on the counter-attack. It's Grancier bearing down, plays one early, but too far out in front of Chicharito Hernandez. It drifts to the opposite side. Efrain Alvarez keeps the move alive, and well played, you'd have to say, by Julian Araujo as it goes out. Galaxy will get a corner kick out of it, but Efrain Alvarez still down after what appeared to be a pretty tough tackle. The 19-year-old Alvarez, hard to believe that he's still 19. It seems as though he's been around for eons. Took a tough tackle that time. Efrain now, of course, now in his 3rd season after bursting on to the scene in 2019. Coming through the LA Galaxy 2 system as well as the Youth Academy. And it will be Mexico International. They'll defer to the right-hand side. It sits up. It's a poor first touch. Here from Ravelosin. Could have had himself an opportunity on goal, but it's Jonah Dos Santos who keeps possession. Into the center circle for Julian Araujo. And Efrain Alvarez dispossessed. And here come the Dynamo behind Griffin Dorsey, supported by the right back tonight, Zarek Valentin. He plays his international football for Puerto Rico. Speculative ball forward. Good response from Dan Steris. He's happy to be back in the center of defense after featuring prominently as a starter throughout the first 3 months of the campaign. Houston behind Hadebe now. This is Parker. Wheeling forward to the right for Matias Vera, the former Nueva Chicago man. Valentin trying to steer it down this touchline where Darwin Quintero has made himself available. Twisting and turning is the speedy Colombian. Sets the table for Dorsey on the burst. Here's the return on the edge of the box. Quintero sends it forward. Max Urruti wraps his right foot around it. It's a good block. And the Galaxy bending but not breaking under the Houston pressure. Out for a corner, 2nd of the evening for the Dynamo. 4 wins, 10 defeats, and 10 draws for Tab Ramos' side. As I mentioned, the only team in Major League Soccer yet to win on the road. Near side, 9.5 minutes after kickoff, still no goals. Quintero's delivery floats one up. Good header out by Sega Koulibaly. And the Galaxy looking to break again, but getting a foot to it is Joe Corona, the former Galaxy man. Thought about it, defers to Vera. Dorsey lets it run. Quintero on the edge of the box, pulls it across the face. The header is down, and it was Urruti who couldn't get his right foot around it in time. Now, once again, it's the Galaxy looking to counterattack into Houston territory where Javier Chicharito Hernandez is waiting for the service. Grancier, an amazing little run, but has his pocket picked in the end by Zarek Valentin. Good defense, way to stand it up. Experienced defending by the former Chivas USA and Portland Timber. Zarek Valentin operating on the right-hand side of that Houston back 4. It's a 4-2-3-1 setup tonight for the visitors. Seen them foil the plans. I mentioned it earlier. Coming in on the last day of the 2019 campaign. 2018 campaign, rather, and pulling out a huge victory, eliminating the Galaxy here in Carson, the final game of the season. Hard to believe that was just 3 days ago. 3 years ago. So back to Jonathan Klinsmann, getting just his 2nd start. His last appearance coinciding with LA's last victory, August August 14th, 1-0 away to Minnesota United, in which Klinsmann had the best performance of his life. Lovely turn in midfield now, and here comes Ravelis, fully rested after international duty and a slight period of quarantine. Did not feature on Saturday in Colorado. Here's Nico Hamalainen, also unavailable on Saturday due to international duty with Finland. Vasquez wheels it around for the Malagasy. Ravelis, who can't control it, and he'll go back to Houston's Tim Parker, who's the only Western Conference defender to play every single minute this season. He's the Iron Man, so to speak. And here comes Urruti, who drops into his own half, trying to release the run on the right-hand side. It's been a frequent weapon of choice for Houston down the right, but safely away by Klinsmann. Here's Quintero, who's drifted between the lines. Oh, it's a beautiful ball in. It's set up, and just like that, Fafa Picault on the 13th minute played through beautifully. The Galaxy caught square as Picault splits his way through the defense and slots it home. It's Houston 1, LA 0. Picault with his third goal in the last two games, his 9th of the season, after scoring twice on Sunday against Austin. It was well worked and beautifully executed on a lovely ball played up. A real simple ball from Quintero. The Galaxy really failed to deal with it defensively. Quintero with no pressure on the ball on the outside of the boot, waits it perfectly. And just like that, Houston, undaunted and playing confidently, take the lead. And this is what Greg Vanney warned everybody about. It's a team that's better than their record. They could wreak havoc. They are playing confidently, they are quick, they are powerful, and can hit on the break. And the Galaxy looking rather pedestrian at the back so far. Defending hasn't been the Galaxy's calling card either this season, as they've conceded 37 times. Here's Urruti looking for more, tackled from behind by Ravelis, who did well to win it. What kind of a response will we see from Los Angeles? Vasquez with sublime technical skill enters the Houston half now and breaks the lines wide to Javier Hernandez. His cross takes a deflection, but into the gloves of goalkeeper Michael Nelson. Good counter. The Galaxy have shown some promise and danger counterattacks. Just looking for some more end product. Here's Quintero working it out wide for the goal scorer, Fafa Picault, the Haitian American. 1v1 against Araujo, drops that shoulder, heads to the byline. Good looking ball as he played it early. Playing on that last edge. Julian Araujo could have his hands full tonight. Here's Urruti now. Houston going from strength to strength. 15 minutes in. The Dynamo up 1-0 thanks to the 13th minute strike from Fafa Picault. Former SC Dallas man who's more renowned for his 3 seasons of work from 2017 to 2019 with the Philadelphia Union. Griffin Dorsey plays in a ball that makes the Galaxy defense cough up another. So already 3 corners stacking up for Houston. Galaxy look a little lethargic at the back. Just their second game in a space of 2 weeks after that long international break between the El Tráfico 3-3 draw on August 28th. Returning to action on 9/11 on Saturday. So once again, Quintero, who got the assist, floats one in, and once again it's Koulibaly for the 3rd time tonight, meeting it head on. Lundqvist puts it right back into the danger area, and he'll drift outside the Galaxy box. Quintero pumps one back in, the Galaxy up against it, and out comes Klinsmann to claim. Good judgment, nice distribution from the young German-American. His father, of course, a legend in the game, having won the 1990 World Cup with Germany. Young Jonathan, of course, born in Germany, in Munich. Way back in the day, before being raised and reared in Newport Beach, Southern California. Crowd in full throat now. They need something to cheer about. trying to connect those lines is proven to be easier said than done. Vasquez has his pass cut out. Looks all too simple, all too comfortable for Houston right now. They worked it wide to the left-hand side. This is Lundqvist. He'll need the support. Joe Corona, and he'll get it. His old teammate Jonathan Dos Santos goes to ground under the challenge, so it will be a free kick here for the Galaxy. Hey, soccer fans, the LA Galaxy stretch run plan is now available for all fans. Be here to witness all the biggest matches as your Galaxy look to claim home field advantage for the Audi 2021 MLS Cup playoffs. The stretch run includes special rates for remaining regular season games. For information, email ticketplans@lagalaxy.com or visit lagalaxy.com/tickets today. Inside now for Victor Vasquez, pulls it back. It's on, it's Jonah Dos Santos. That one wide by the slimmest of margins. Wonderful ball dragged back from the Spaniard Vasquez to set the table for Jonah, who really should have done better. He's got to work the goalkeeper. Let it go from the edge of the penalty area, and the look on his face says it all. It has got to be better. Lovely ball, lovely move, started by Hämäläinen. Vasquez does everything right as Chicharito Hernandez lets it run. Tried to side-foot it in and pass it in that bottom corner, but to no avail. So the best opportunity is the night that goes begging for the Galaxy. Raveloson has some options, leaves it wide to the right-hand side. Here's Efrain Alvarez trying to work his way in, settle after a rough start. Steres now for Hämäläinen. He'll send one in early, an angle ball, some of the best out of Hadebe. Hadebe did well. He signed back in June from Yeti Madalyaspor of Turkey, making his 12th start since his move from overseas. Near side, second corner of the evening for Los Angeles. Victor Vasquez to take it here on the 19th minute. The Galaxy looking for the equalizer, and they nearly got it. It was a diving header from Dan Steres, who went just wide. Sublime delivery from Vasquez, and it was at point-blank range for Steres. So they'll get another chance at it. Did take a deflection on the way out. So the Galaxy with their third chance, perhaps third time lucky for Victor Vasquez and company, right in front of the supporters section. The Outlaws, Vamos Angelinos. This one low and cleared away by the goal scorer, Pico. So the Galaxy will have yet another chance. Good crowd on hand here at Dignity Health Sports Park. Not a good start. Looking for the reply after Fanfan Pico put Houston up a 0-0 on the 13th. Here's Vasquez to the far post. Rising was Chicharito. Hernandez drifts outside of the box for Max Urruti, who smartly plays it off. Efrain Alvarez, or rather Sammy Gracier, and a throw-in to the visitors. Houston's goal only accounting for the 28th time that they have scored this season. 28 goals, which is 8 fewer than LA. Only 8 other clubs have scored less than the Dynamo. The Galaxy trying to get their house in order. It's been a good response after the goal. Lost possession here for the last 5 or 6 minutes and some good looks. Steres with a good chance. So did Jonathan Dos Santos. Still nothing to show for it. Back to Koulibaly into the LA Central defense for Dan Steres, the 29-year-old from nearby Calabasas, California. Ravelison. Koulibaly. One of 17 new faces for LA this season. Steris looking to pick the lock here. Houston have held their shape well. Packing that midfield with 5. LA looking for the long switch on the right-hand side. Here's Julian Araujo, who's had a sublime, sensational 2021 campaign. He won't control that one, no, and he'll foul Fafa Picault in the process. Free kick for the Dynamo. Galaxy fans, catch the biggest match of the year as your Galaxy take on LAFC with a special celebration for LA Galaxy and U.S. men's national team legend Landon Donovan. Be here at Dignity Health Sports Park to witness this once-in-a-lifetime moment in soccer history on Sunday, October 3rd at 5 p.m. Visit LAGalaxy.com/tickets to secure your seats today. Houston 1, LA 0. Back to Jonathan Klinsmann. Koulibaly. This is Julian Araujo. A little higher pressure right now from the Dynamo. Touchback. Steris can't get to it. Ravelison can. Here is Nico Hamalainen. Good switch now, and Akers a space to run into. Plays it and waits it. Too heavily, though, for Chicharito Hernandez, and out for a goal kick. Good idea. Just lacking in execution. Too much on it that time from Hamalainen. He has been a valuable addition since coming over in early August from Queens Park Rangers on a loan that will last through the end of the season. They'll sort it out if he wants to stay or go back to Europe at the end of the campaign. 7 appearances for Finland. Center of the park, Ryan Ravelison, 24th minute as we hit the midpoint of half number 1. Great to have you along here on Galaxy Radio. I'm Christian Miles. Galaxy starting notoriously slow once again. Back to Koulibaly, and he'll opt for his keeper, Jonathan Klinsmann, who's a little bit more adept than Jonathan Bond. The ball at his feet. Just the second time we've seen Klinsmann in goal this season at the MLS level, after featuring 4 times last year for Guillermo Barros Esqueloto. Also made a couple of appearances for LA Galaxy 2 as well. Most recently in a disappointing defeat just across campus here at Dignity Health Sports Park at the Track and Field Stadium. LA Galaxy 2 losing by 4 goals to 3. Western Conference powerhouse and Pacific Division rivals Phoenix Rising. Up and over the top. And out comes Klinsmann to keep Arruti away from it. And correction, no Klinsmann on Saturday against LA Galaxy 2. It was Eric Lopez, but it was Klinsmann in goal. A couple of occasions for Junior Gonzalez's men in the feeder club for this LA Galaxy system. Here's Jonathan Dos Santos for Julian Araujo. Steris inside his own half. Galaxy with just 1 victory in the 9 times prior they've allowed the first goal. Hamalainen trying to sneak one through. And the diagonal run of Grandsir, but nicely read by Hadebe at the back. A little bit too predictable. Here's Darwin Quintero, dislodged. Galaxy get it back. No call from referee Kevin Stott, who's assisted, of course, by Chantal Boudreau and Eduardo Mariscal. Ravelison. The Galaxy looking to build, and it's been good in the middle third. Tackle from Dorsey, drops to the feet on this near side for Samuel Grandsir, who will switch over for Jonathan Dos Santos. Supported by Julian Araujo as the Galaxy look to pick the defensive lock. They have caught Houston vulnerable on a few occasions. A header from Steris, as well as that look from Jonathan Dos Santos on the 18th minute. Two quality chances for LA to cash in, to no avail. Circulated through Koulibaly, who locates the former Barcelona man, Victor Vasquez. Here's Sami Rancière releasing Hamalainen. Smart ball across, right into the danger area. Expert delivery from Hamalainen. He's had a fine showing tonight. Haven't seen much of him lately. Was called up by Finland, featured in a friendly before their World Cup qualifiers back on the 1st of September against the Republic, against Wales. In fact, gave away a penalty, but did not feature in World Cup qualification for the Finns. That'll please Greg Vanny as he gets his prized left back with plenty of rest. Joe Corona twisting and turning, now gets it back for Houston. Been pinned in here in the last 5 or 6 minutes. The switch of the point of the attack now. Zarek Valentin plays it forward into the Galaxy half. Here's the architect of the first goal, Darwin Quintero, to the goal scorer, Urruti, who tried to return the favor in a role reversal, but Galaxy cutting that one out with relative ease. Ravelison. Pour out of the back, the Galaxy sloppy in possession. It's Ruti. Houston not having to work that hard to dispossess LA. It's kind of been one of their Achilles heels so far this season. 33rd meeting between these two, dating back to 2006, when Houston was actually transplanted from the old San Jose Earthquakes. Here's Lundqvist. Drops that shoulder, pulls it back. Urruti on the edge of the box, needs the support, gets it. Here's Vera now picking out Dorsey on the right-hand side, drops his shoulder into the Galaxy penalty area. It's belted in by Quintero. The Galaxy able to block it before it's steered to safety by Julian Araujo. One goal to nil, our score line. 29th minute at Dignity Health Sports Park. It hasn't been a happy hunting ground. The Galaxy 3 games without victory here on home soil after losses to Colorado and San Jose. Had to settle for a share of the points as well on the 8th of August against Vancouver in a 1-1 affair. Galaxy all in all 7 wins, 4 defeats, and a draw. Here in Carson, here's Efrain Alvarez now for Sega Koulibaly. First of 2 meetings this season, good ball over the top. It's onside now for Jonathan Dos Santos on the right, supported by Araujo. Level with the Houston penalty area. On the return is there, but it skips past Araujo, and it's cleared away by Houston. Galaxy get it back now as the pink-booted Koulibaly goes past the halfway line, relays it to this near left-hand side for Nico Hamalainen, the 24-year-old Finnish American, now making a rare appearance for him in the starting lineup as of late. Hamalainen with his 5th start since signing on the Queens Park Rangers. Hernandez tried to work that 1-2 with Hamalainen to no avail. Comes out for a Houston throw right in front of Tab Ramos. Very dapper, head to toe. In the suit with fine leather shoes. Half an hour gone. The Galaxy still trailing a 1-0. Urruti Oh, plays it forward, but offside is Fafa Pico. Hey, soccer fans, the LA Galaxy is excited to announce season tickets for the 2022 MLS season. They're now on sale. You can learn all about what it means to be a part of the Galaxy community by joining as an LA Galaxy season ticket member. Call 1-877-3-GALAXY. That's 342-5299. Or visit lagalaxy.com/since96 today. 15 minutes left in the first half. Here's Nico Hamalainen. His first touch straight to the feet of the right fullback, Zarek Valentin, and the Dynamo get it back. Here's Quintero, lets it run across his body. Questions of a foul. The Galaxy win it back now. Efrain Alvarez plays it wide toward his L3 teammate, Jonathan Dos Santos, who makes life really difficult for Julian Araujo. But strangely enough, Pico just lost his footing. No favors given to him by the referee. The Galaxy only too happy to oblige. Near side, this is Grand Cyr operating on the left side of this Galaxy midfield in front of the Houston bench. Raveloson surveying his options. Galaxy needs some creative inspiration right about now. It's gone a little bit flat. Shifting to that forward the back setup. Chicharito Hernandez flanked by Victor Vasquez and Efrain Alvarez. Back to Sega Koulibaly. Santos plays it forward. Alvarez unable to dig it out. And here come LA Galaxy behind Julian Araujo. Enters the penalty area, sets it up for Grand Cyr. Houston wanted the offside, none given. Grand Cyr drifting over to the right. That sweet left foot makes it difficult. The Galaxy's passing just not crisp enough now. Lovely layoff. It's Raveloson. Nothing too menacing. About a 20-yard effort. Easily into the gloves of Michael Nelson. He's been called into action on too many occasions, Nelson. Oh, they've released Dorsey down this right-hand side. He's gotten in, and it's Griffin Dorsey. He got one on Sunday. Lays it across. Quintero straight in to Jonathan Klinsmann. Klinsmann did really well to read it. Held his ground. Good strong hands, but it was hit straight to him. Quintero, now in his second season after moving from Minnesota United FC. A couple of seasons for Adrian Heath's men, scoring 21 times in 57 appearances. After starring down in Mexico for Club America in Santos Laguna. Wide to the right now, and here come the Galaxy looking to mount something of consequence with 10 minutes to go until halftime. Dan Steris in possession. They possessed it here, had the better of it in that department, that's for sure. And their moments of danger. Just trying to string it together, find that extra bit of polish in front of goal. Sega Koulibaly leaves it for Julian Araujo. Wide to the right. Here's Efrain Alvarez, his former LA Galaxy 2 teammate. Intercepted nicely by Tinage Hadebe. Wide to the right now where Dos Santos has popped up. Efrain Alvarez, hint of offside. Araujo pings one across, takes a deflection, and out. It will be a corner kick and make it the 5th of the evening for Los Angeles. Good effort. Far side for Efrain Alvarez to take it. Houston mark up in a mix of zonal and man marking. LA take it short. That's kind of their philosophy. They're stuck to those short corners thinking they can pull the defense out of its shape. Hamalainen has a go and slices right through it. Interesting to catch up with head coach Greg Vanny this week and get his take on some of these short corners, saying, you know, we try to pull the defense out and make them move. Perhaps create a little bit of a different angle rather than leaving them set in their zone and able to make a routine clearance. Galaxy have been trying and experimenting from attacking corner kicks. However, they did say that they would start to simplify things as we head into the home stretch of the campaign. Houston clinging to that 1-goal lead thanks to a 13th minute strike from Fafa Pico, expertly set up by Darwin Quintero. Grabs his first assist of the season. Adam Lundqvist locates Joe Corona, playing as a visitor here at Dignity Health Sports Park for the first time since his off-season move. And a fling to the ground that time from Chicharito. Hernandez on the defender. Right in front of the assistant referee. Hernandez just undercutting Hadebe. So free kick for LA, or rather Houston. Hernandez really yet to find this game and get involved. Hasn't had enough touches. Is really yet to have a chance. LA with just a couple of shots, one of those on target. Hernandez leaves it. Araujo pops up. Good looking ball across. On the opposite side of the edge of the Houston penalty area is Igor Hamalainen. Has to deal with the likes of Darwin Quintero, and it will be a Galaxy throw deep into that Houston final third. Perhaps this is their moment of magic. We shall see. Vasquez. Steres. Wheel one around. This is Sega Koulibaly locating Jonathan Dos Santos. Is in the final year of his contract. His future yet to be determined. Throw in for the Galaxy on that far side, about halfway through inside the Houston half. Houston, of course, 3 opportunities, steering 2 of those on frame, but nothing too menacing for Jonathan Klinsmann, despite being beaten through no fault of his own. Here's Hamalainen. The Galaxy recirculate just past the halfway line as Sega Koulibaly gets onto it, the 25-year-old Frenchman. Missed 4 games with a right adductor problem through July, but become a big part of the setup at the back for Greg Vanney since signing in June from France and Ligue 2 side Nancy. Meanwhile, on the burst is Hamalainen, who continues his fine evening, locates Chicharito Hernandez, who drops deep and wheels around. Good skill from Chicharito, sets it up. It's Jonathan Dos Santos out in front for Hamalainen, who continued his run brilliantly. Wonderful play from the LA fullback. And one of the best pieces of build-up play we've seen all evening from Los Angeles. Goal kick for the Dynamo. Best move of the night so far. Houston living dangerously at the back. It all started from the sheer determination of Hernandez. Played it off for Dos Santos, who squared it for Hamalainen, who was making that outside-in diagonal run. Eric Valentin had to intervene, but scary moments for the Dynamo. Galaxy trying to mount the comeback. Far side for Adam Lundqvist, who runs right into Julian Araujo before he hits the ground. Free kick for the Dynamo. When Houston do score that first goal, they are formidable, not insurmountable. 4 victories, 2 defeats, and 5 draws. As we mentioned, the Galaxy haven't been able to take advantage. Just 1 win in their prior 9 times that they've allowed the first. They've asked some of the questions, however, as Sega Koulibaly intervenes, clears it away, only as far as Houston's Tenagi Hadebe. Here comes Max Cerruti, dropping it off for Zarek Valentin, the kid from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Quintero, the Colombian, lays it off. Here's Joe Corona as the on-rushing Dorsey arriving on the right-hand side. Quintero about 19 yards away, pokes it through. It's Dorsey. Got a tough angle there. Just to the left of the 6-yard box. Nothing really of consequence coming in as it was misstruck by the Houston winger. Dorsey, a former USA under-20 international, scoring his first ever Major League Soccer goal on Sunday. He's thrown together some good movement, some passing, but the Galaxy haven't been too hard to play against here, to be honest. Rather simple, and now we'll see Houston show some high press. Klinsmann forced to give it a boot. Valentin's header only as far as the Galaxy defense now, and here come the Galaxy behind Samuel Grandcir, the former Monaco man. Off to the races, will switch the point of the attack to the far right-hand side. This is Efrain Alvarez, whose ball trying to slide through for Chicharito. Hernandez was cut out by Lundqvist, and it will come out for a Houston throw. It's been tough sledding in that final third. The Galaxy just need that last bit of quality, that final ball. Chicharito Hernandez still trying to play his way into full fitness. It was a right calf injury. Tests that it wasn't the same injury that kept him out last year for so many games. Hernandez limited to 11 appearances. And here they come down this left-hand side is Pico. He's got one laid off for Urruti, nicely intercepted by Julian Araujo on the 43rd minute. Here come the Galaxy trying to get one before halftime. Grandcir inside his own half under this high Houston pressure. They'll go back to Hamalainen, who recirculates via Dan Steres. He's been part of that Galaxy first team setup going back to 2017. Hamalainen. Former LAFC man. Spent some time with LAFC in their first campaign in Major League Soccer back in 2018. Just a handful of appearances, however, for Bob Bradley's side, making 3 cameos and 1 start in that run. Houston get it back. They'll play it to Tim Parker, who's been the Iron Man so far, playing every minute of the campaign for the Dynamo. A debut now for Matias Vera, 25-year-old Argentine. Recirculated. Galaxy going before at the back in that 4-3-3 setup. Houston have had a pretty easy time breaking the lines. They'll switch the point of attack to the left-hand side. Quintero arrives, but loses out to a muscular challenge from Sega Koulibaly. Well played by the former Nancy man. The Galaxy will have the free kick. Koulibaly starting his career with Rennes before moving on to Nancy, where he played for 4 seasons. And signing with the Galaxy midway through this campaign, made his debut against the Seattle Sounders on June 19th. He's featured in 13 games since. Grandcir, right in front of the Houston bench on this left-hand side. Nutmegs Griffin Dorsey, nicely done. Grandcir trying to lay it into the path of Efrain Alvarez, but C2 nicely by Houston's left fullback, Adam Lundqvist, out for the throw, quickly taken. Here's Raveloson, who's been quiet. Final minute plus added on time at Dignity Health Sports Park. Efrain Alvarez trying to pick out Chicharito Hernandez, who has a sea of black around him, converging. And it'll go back to the Houston keeper, Michael Nelson. Nelson, a real interesting story. As I mentioned, making just his 4th appearance in Major League Soccer. His first ever career clean sheet on Sunday afternoon, displacing Marco Maric in between the sticks for the Dynamo. We look for a little more stability. Back to the Galaxy goalkeeper, though, Klinsmann, who punts it forward. 1 minute of stoppage time added on as we head into it now. Now or never for LA, but it's Houston in possession. Quintero dropping into that center circle, flicks it neatly for Max Urruti, who is supported by Lundqvist. Lundqvist just a couple of appearances for his native Sweden. Wasn't part of the Euro this past summer. one is broken nearly for Chicharito Hernandez, who takes a knock from Parker, and it's Hernandez who's down inside the penalty area. Tough challenge. It was from Tenagi Hadebe. And Hernandez is in some real pain right now. As halftime comes and the medical staff will go treat the Mexico international, and the first half ends with Galaxy fans holding their breath. It was a collision between Chicharito and it was studs up from Hadebe, and I tell you what, he's very lucky he wasn't booked for that. No disciplinary measures taken by referee Kevin Stott, despite the studs showing from the Houston defender. Nevertheless, halftime, it's Houston 1, LA 0 tonight on Galaxy Radio.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Don't let the thrill stop when the game ends. Your official LA Galaxy after party is at SoCal's most thrilling casino, San Manuel. Join us for a chance to win a share of millions in prizes all September long, including a 2021 Lexus LC convertible and up to $100,000 in cash every Thursday at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., and 9 p.m. Earn entries using your Club Serrano card each time you play, and you could be one of our weekly grand prize winners. Fall into September with a big win and thrilling jackpots. Only at San Manuel Casino. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors, and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
And welcome back to Dignity Health Sports Park here in Carson, California, the home of the LA Galaxy, but their home woes continue. 3 games without a victory here on home soil, and now as they return home for their only game in September here at Carson, trailing a 0-0 at the break, thanks to a Houston Dynamo strike on the 13th minute from Fa Pico. Of course, a lot of games taking place in Major League Soccer. Let's get you updated on some of these scores this evening. Earlier today, it was Atlanta 4-0 winners over SC Cincinnati, and it was Joseph Martinez scoring twice in that one. DC 3, Chicago 0. Former LA Galaxy striker Ola Kamara on target with a first-half hat trick to steer DC to victory. Elsewhere was Orlando 2, Montreal 4. in a barnstormer of a game and saw 6 goals score, and Sporting Kansas City getting a big victory for themselves, 4-0 at the expense of Minnesota United. Kyrie Shelton, Saloui, Johnny Russell, and Christian Duke all on target for Peter Vermes' men as they continue to pad their lead at the top of the Western Conference standings. Elsewhere, Austin losing out to LASC by 2-1 on home soil. Houston Arango continues to do well, striking from the penalty spot, and Danny Mosovsky getting the winner 9 minutes from time for the Noisy Neighbors. Big match. And, of course, one other game in CONCACAF Champions League. It's the quarterfinals, I believe. America 2-0 over Philadelphia Union in Chester, Pennsylvania. And a lot going on in MLS and a lot going on for the Galaxy. I'm sure talking things over. We're going to step aside, but when we return, we'll break it down from the first half, take a look back at some of the stats, and much more. Halftime here in Carson. LA 1, Houston 0. Stay with us.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports in Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Don't let the thrill stop when the game ends. Your official LA Galaxy after party is at SoCal's most thrilling casino, San Manuel. Join us for a chance to win a share of millions in prizes all September long, including a 2021 Lexus LC convertible and up to $100,000 in cash every Thursday at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., and 9 p.m. Earn entries using your Club Serrano card each time you play, and you could be one of our weekly grand prize winners. Fall into September with a big win and thrilling jackpots. Only at San Manuel Casino. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors, and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy.
And welcome back. It is halftime here at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. The Houston Dynamo leading 1-0 thanks to a 13th-minute strike from Houston's Fafa Pico. Continues to pick up right where he left off after a very convincing display on Sunday in Houston's 3-0 win over Austin. Time now to take a look back at the stats here. And Houston, in terms of possession, really not having much of the ball. In fact, the Galaxy actually bossing it, passing it around the park really well, with 63% of the ball. However, it is translated to just 1 shot on target of the 4. Houston not much better, but a little bit more dangerous, a little more cutting edge. 5 opportunities, 2 of which have come on target. A couple of saves, of course, made, one each by each respective goalkeeper. The Galaxy really looking pedestrian, a little soft, perhaps just a little bit lethargic on defense, as it looked all too easy, especially on the goal. They did tighten up and garner a large lion's share of possession, but trying to translate that possession into meaningful chances really has kind of been the bridge that is too far right now. Needing to get Chicharito, Hernandez more involved into this one, as well as Efrain Alvarez, who have really failed to acclimate and distinguish themselves. Ryan Ravelinson also needing to get a foot in midfield, as in transition, this Houston team has overrun the Galaxy on a couple of occasions. So indeed, plenty of work to do for Houston. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's an unchanged lineup from the team that won on Sunday, and so far, so good for them, as they are 45 minutes away from recording their first win on their travels this season. All right, we're going to step aside here one more time on LA Galaxy Radio. When we return, we'll see what the Galaxy have up their sleeve and what they have in terms of substitute. Who's in and who's out. I'll keep you abreast of all that and more when the second half returns next. LA and Houston, straight ahead.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Don't let the thrill stop when the game ends. Your official LA Galaxy after party is at SoCal's most thrilling casino, San Manuel. Join us for a chance to win a share of millions in prizes all September long, including a 2021 Lexus LC convertible and up to $100,000 in cash every Thursday at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., and 9 p.m. Earn entries using your club's Serrano card each time you play, and you could be one of our weekly grand prize winners. Fall into September with a big win and thrilling jackpots, only at San Manuel Casino. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors, and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
And welcome back as we get set for the start of the second half between the LA Galaxy and Houston Dynamo. Major League Soccer coming your way tonight here on Galaxy Radio. LA once again up against it. A lethargic, slow start, an uninspiring first 45 minutes in the first half. Now we'll see what's in store here in the second half, because it has to be better. It has to be more lively. Greg Vanny talked about Max matching the urgency and desire and speed and pace of the game that will be applied by Houston, who are flying after a huge win on Sunday over Austin. The Galaxy did match that in large stretches, but lacking quality in front of goal. Substitution coming in for Los Angeles. They will call upon the Serbia international Dejan Jovalic, who will replace Efrain Alvarez. Meanwhile, Darwin Seren will check in to replace Joe Corona in a midfield role for the Houston Dynamo. So a double switch from both of these respected managers, or a double switch, a single for each respective manager. Timely fashion now, a little bit of fresh legs, and this is the first time that LA has seen the Jovalic, Chicharito, Hernandez combination. Efrain Alvarez largely ineffective in his role wide on the right-hand side in his three-pronged attack. So it will be two up top and a little bit of a change of shape here as LA perhaps going with four in central midfield, or four in midfield, where Ravelosin and Dos Santos play centrally. We are underway. Houston in possession. If you have a screen in front of you, it will be in the black and orange, going from right to left across your screen, and easily give it away. Back to Julian Araujo now. Los Angeles needs some inspiration. Perhaps no one can give it to them quite like Araujo, who's been magnificent this campaign, gaining a lot of attention from overseas scouts. Still some speculation as to whom he will be pledging his international allegiance to. Will it be the USA or Mexico? Player down, it appears to be Max Urruti, who is very, very slow to get up under the challenge from Ravelosin. Urruti came diving in. He just landed awkwardly. Came right under the boot of Julian Araujo, rather. And Araujo's boot just catching the right ankle of the Argentine. So bated breath right now, and not good signs for Houston. Despite finding the back of the net for the 28th time, it's a team that's had their problems scoring goals this season. They can ill afford to lose him. Houston do have former Galaxy man Ari Lassiter available as a attacking substitute tonight. So LA back in possession for the first time in the second half. Jovalic gets his first touch, and he's chopped to ground by Zarek Valentin. Free kick for LA. Jovalic, who was recently purchased from German side Eintracht Frankfurt, getting a chance to run out. 22-year-old now making his 6th appearance. His 3rd as a substitute. Here's Vasquez on the delivery from the free kick over the head of Jovalic and cleared away by Dari Quintero. Araujo now. 48th minute, early doors here in the second half. We'll see if there's a change in approach here for Los Angeles. It'll be Jovalic just dropping underneath Chicharito Hernandez. Ralsier reverting to this right-hand side with Vasquez wide on the left. It's a real attacking formation right now that Greg Vanney has put out there with 4 attackers. 2 out-and-out strikers. It's something we haven't seen a lot of this season from Los Angeles. Here's Jonah Dos Santos dropping deep. Switches it out wide for Nico Hamalainen. Julian Araujo, good movement from LA. Grosseer's popped up on the edge of the box, has the cross, but over hits it. And Jovalic screaming to the Frenchman asking him to keep it down. Jovilic also with fresh legs. He was an unused substitute on Saturday in Colorado. As Chicharito got the start. Correction coming on just after the half-hour mark for Chicharito Hernandez. The first time we've seen them partnered together this season. Can't tell you, it looks like a partnership that has goals in them as Ravelis just chops down Griffin Dorsey. Free kick here for the Houston Dynamo, just inside their own half. They're quick to take it. They'll have to take it back. More stop than start here in the second half. Hey, sports fans, the Galaxy are proud to welcome you back to Dignity Health Sports Park with full capacity games for the rest of the 2021 season. All fans can now purchase single game tickets. You can be here for all the exciting matchups and upcoming game promotions, including Star Wars Night this Friday, by securing single game tickets for friends and family. For more information, email ticketplans@lagalaxy.com or visit lagalaxy.com/tickets today. 50th minute now, Samuel Grandsir, Jersey's tug, first booking of the evening, no doubt about it. Matias Vera with a professional foul. Second yellow card of the campaign for the Argentine. Now in his third season with the Houston Dynamo, as the pace of Grandsir saw him get goal side with relative ease. Smart decision perhaps in the end as it stems that counter attack. Here's Ravelis trying to link up. Grandsir has been lively to start the second half. Here's supported on the right hand side. Here's Julian Araujo on the edge of the box, trying to find his way to Dejan Jovilic. Goes back to Sega Koulibaly. Steris for Jonathan Dos Santos. Urruti is back and around. Good to see that. Recovered from that tackle from Araujo, who goes inside for Jovilic. Araujo lets it run onside for Grandsir, pumps one across. Chicharito Hernandez denied by Michael Nelson. Wonderful build-up play as Grandsir's cross was steered on target by the Mexico man. LA keeping on the pressure. They lose out, and Urruti and company. Here come the Dynamo looking to break behind Fafa Picot, but he leaves it straight to the feet of LA defender Sega Koulibaly. Chicharito Hernandez, the lovely piece of build-up play, working in conjunction with Samuel Grandsir. The endeavor was there, and the quality, which has been lacking throughout much of this match, was there. Lovely first-time hit from Mexico's all-time leading goal scorer, but sent it straight to the keeper. Just beating his marker to it and wrapping that right foot around it. Really didn't generate enough power. It was comfortable in the end for Nelson. To the near side, right in front of the Galaxy bench, cleared away by Tenage Hadebe. New signing from Turkey. He's appeared over 30 times for his native Zimbabwe. So Houston will have the throw, leading a 0-0. Adam Lundqvist sending it out to play, and it will be the Galaxy's throw. They've started well, LA, in the second half here, you'd have to say. Come out with purpose and found some joy down this right-hand side, something they didn't find a lot of with Efrain Alvarez in the first half. I'll send it over to that left-hand side, and chasing was Victor Vasquez, who won't get to that one in time. So a comfortable goal kick back here for Michael Nelson, the 26-year-old who played his collegiate soccer at Southern Methodist University. One of those great stories. He's applied his trade through the lower divisions sent on loan, making a smattering of appearances a few years ago at Rio Grande Valley Football Club at the USL Championship. Now making his 4th start in his burgeoning MLS career. Houston able to get it back. Adebe, his deflected clearance goes to Araujo, tracks it down, pulls it across, but couldn't keep it in. Good effort, good hustle that time from Julian Araujo. Araujo just turning 20 last month. Has his whole career ahead of him, and what a career it's going to be. Many pegging this young man for European stardom. So Matias Vera linking up in the center of the park. Here is Darwin Quintero, the orchestrator in the center now. Slipping past the challenge of Grand Cyr, has Lundqvist available, plays the Swede. Flag will stay down, first time hit in front for Ruti. It was there for Pico, but Fafa Pico couldn't get to it. Good counterattack, a little slow from Houston, but nicely worked, able to get in behind. Working to the left-hand side. Nico Hamalainen was involved in so many moves for the Galaxy in the first half. Haven't heard much out of him in the second. Throw in now for Zarek Valentin. Working it forward for Max Urruti, wide on his right-hand side. He's got the support. Here comes Quintero, tries to poke it ahead for Pico, but intervening was Julian Araujo, who did really well. And here comes Ryan Ravelis, who's been pretty quiet. Chicharito Hernandez makes himself available on the left-hand side, but pops up an awkward ball on the switch. Makes it difficult for Grand Cyr, who gets it inside of his own half. And will have to relieve the pressure all the way back to Koulibaly. The Galaxy will recycle through Hamalainen. This is Victor Vasquez, former La Masia graduate at Barcelona. Down goes Jonathan Dos Santos right in front of referee Kevin Stott, who wanted none of it. And Houston get it back. Higher line here from LA, contesting things farther up the pitch, trying to make it difficult out of the back for Houston. Quickly taken on that right-hand side is Dorsey. Plays it forward, it's in for Pico. The Galaxy once again looking vulnerable. Let off the hook as Pico didn't latch onto a very good ball played across by Dorsey. They got in behind, and the pace of these attackers are finding room in behind with frequency. And it's proving to be pretty problematic. It was a lovely ball played from Urruti, first time hit, releasing Dorsey wide on the right. He played it early. Araujo doing just enough to throw off Fafa Pico. Chicharito. Ravelis links up nicely for the Serbian Jovalic, who leaves it wide. This is Nico Hamalainen joining in from his right back roll, but gives it straight away to Zarek Valentin. Showing too much of it to the Houston defender. And now it's the Dynamo looking to break one more time. Well defended from the front. This is where the Galaxy are trying to get better. Quintero locates Seren, who came on at halftime in replacement of Joe Corona. A little bit more attacking punch to that midfield. Lundqvist plays one straight in, but only as far as Julian Araujo. Had a really good read on that. Chicharito Hernandez dropping deep, trying to play with his back to goal, but it'll go out of play and throw it at midfield for the visitors. Haven't won away from home over 19 games. The last win for Houston on their travels, you have to go all the way back to over a year ago, August 25th of 2020, when they won away to Sporting Kansas City by 5-2. It's been a horrendous run. Quintero now for Vera. Lundqvist right in front of the Houston bench inside Galaxy territory. Fafa Picault with nowhere to go, finding life pretty difficult going up often against Julian Araujo, who had just shut down this right-hand side. So Parker, Dorsey. Houston still in possession as we close in on the hour mark, still leading 1-0, the Dynamo, on that 13th minute strike from Fafa Picault, and his 9th of the season. Galaxy have had a few quick retorts. Haven't found that elusive breakthrough just yet. Here's the 33-year-old Colombian, Quintero, running the show in central midfield. This little two-man game on the right-hand side with Dorsey, but it's read well by LA's Nico Hamalainen. What a touch it was from Ravelisson to open up with his back to goal. The Galaxy still pinned in their own half as Koulibaly nearly caught in possession. Not the best hour that time for the French defender, but it will be a Galaxy throw. Hey, soccer fans, the Galaxy stretch run plan is now available for all fans. Be here to witness all the biggest matches as your Galaxy look to claim home field advantage for the Audi 2021 MLS Cup playoffs. The stretch run includes special rates for remaining regular season games. For information, email ticketplans at lagalaxy.com or visit lagalaxy.com/tickets today. Out in front, Chicharito Hernandez. Lovely ball played across. It was beautifully worked. Dejan Joveljic for Chicharito Hernandez. Goal number 11. The Galaxy are level in Carson. Sensational. And Chicharito appealing to the fans, but it was a beautifully flighted ball from the Serbian Joveljic, who came on at halftime right off the head of the Mexican, who made no mistake. Right behind Debe and the keeper at full stretch with absolutely no chance. What a reply. $11 goals in 12 starts. The Galaxy are back in business and set to make another change. It will be Sebastian Lletget replacing the likes of Victor Vasquez in midfield. So Lletget stepping on. Galaxy with new life. Second switch of the 5 allotted for LA head coach Greg Vanney. Tinage Hadebe still down, receiving treatment inside the Houston 6-yard box. So a chance for Chicharito Hernandez to confer with head coach Greg Vanney and discuss things over. He asks for water. Trying to keep up this intensity. The Galaxy trying to fight back once again. They've only gotten a result when trailing on 3 occasions. A couple of draws and a victory, as I mentioned. But another lovely goal worked from Chicharito Hernandez. His first strike in nearly 3 months after scoring in that 3-1 defeat away to the San Jose Earthquakes way back on June 26th. He found the back of the net on 2 occasions for the brace. Nevertheless, here we go. It's game on here at Dignity Health Sports Park, and it's broken for Chicharito. Hernandez. Joveljic is with him. Down goes Hernandez as he's chopped to the floor by Darwin Seren, who becomes the game's second booking. He was bearing down on a mistake made by the Dynamo. This game has completely turned on its head. LA have the bit between their teeth, and they feel they are in the ascendancy. That is abundantly clear. And Seren is cautioned for the 3rd time in 2021. Is coming in hard and bringing down the 33-year-old Galaxy striker late in the challenge. Right in front of Kevin Stott, who had a great look at it. This game needed some livening up, and we've got it. The substitutes having a good influence on it. And now the Galaxy with a wonderful opportunity to go out in front here. They scored a couple of times some free kicks this season. So on the edge of the box, just to the right of the arc, Chicharito Hernandez to take it to the right of the keeper now. And it's Hernandez sending that one well high. Hey, Galaxy fans, catch the biggest match of the year as your Galaxy take on LAFC with a special celebration for LA Galaxy and U.S. men's national team legend Landon Donovan. Be here at Dignity Health Sports Park to witness this once-in-a-lifetime moment in soccer history coming up on Sunday, October 3rd at 5 p.m. All you have to do is visit lagalaxy.com/tickets to secure your seats today. 1-1, our scoreline. The Galaxy with fresh legs in Dejan Joveljic and Sebastian Lletget. Adding a little bit more to the attack that had fallen flat the first half. And what kind of a response will we see out of the Houston Dynamo? It's sloppy from Lundqvist, forcing Parker to intervene and just blast it forward for Pico, who fortunately for them is there. Here's Darwin Quintero, plays it for the Haitian American. Araujo makes the challenge and roughs up Pico in the process, and it will be a corner kick, the 4th of the evening for Houston. Game needed some livening up, and we've certainly gotten it now. So Quintero to take it. Not exactly Houston's bread and butter. They've scored 3 times from corners. This one they'll take short. Vera, Quintero on the reverse. See too nicely by Sebastian Lletget, who wasn't having any of that. Lletget did well to keep it in, but Houston get it back. Parker plays it. Dorsey has made himself available deep in the attacking third here on this near left-hand side. 68th minute. So we hit the midpoint of half number 2. Pumped in by Parker, but underneath it is Hämäläinen. It drops only as far as Urruti. The Galaxy pinned in before Lletget steers it to safety. Just relieves the pressure for the time being. And all the way back to Michael Nelson in the Houston goal. For LA, it's only drawn on too many occasions. Houston trying to play it off of Sebastian Lletget. Just the 4 draws for LA. Substitution now. And it will be Kevin Cabral coming on for his countrymen. Sammy Grand-Cyr. Substitution on the 69th minute. Grand-Cyr gets a pat on the back. So the designated player on for Los Angeles, Kevin Cabral. Bit of an enigma. He's had his positive moments. 4 goals in 18 appearances. Galaxy going to work. Cabral's first touch, Joveljic. It's starting to percolate and come to life. Galaxy finding that understanding amidst that front trio of attackers, but here comes Houston, and Raveloson gets stuck in, and he's going to be booked for it. That was a tug at the top, and Kevin Stott spotting Nico Hamalainen, rather. So Hamalainen booked. Was it Dos Santos? It goes against Jonathan Dos Santos, rather. So the Galaxy captain cautioned for the 5th time. Joveljic with his back to goal, supported by Sebastian Lletget. Wide to the right now, and here come Houston. What kind of a retort can they mount? They'll play it down the line. Out comes the keeper, 1v1 against Dorsey, and Klinsmann did really well. About 20 yards outside of his penalty area, with Dorsey bearing down. The Houston winger had gotten goal side of Nico Hamalainen on that right-hand side. That could have been catastrophic. The Galaxy with acres of space as Julian Araujo now enters the Houston half, running straight at defenders, eating them up in the process, but loses out and fouls Vera in the process. The good and the bad for Julian Araujo. Player has so many gifts. He's made that next step, continuing those runs. So many times you see him play it early in the past. Jonathan Klinsmann really utilizing his athletic ability to very good effect. He was quite the basketball player growing up in Newport Beach in the Southern California, Orange County area. '72nd minute, the throw in for the Dynamo right in front of LA head coach Greg Vanney. Daniel Steres gets it back. Kevin Cabral with his back to goal gives it away. Here comes Seren, the substitute, only too happy to oblige. Plays it over for the menace. Dorsey trying to pick out that far post. Just mishit it. It was there. It was on for Dorsey. Took a deflection on the way out, however. So another corner upcoming. And it will be the 4th as it's flicked into the danger area. It was on now for Vera, who couldn't react in time. Lovely delivery. The Galaxy failed to deal with it as Dorsey just flicks it forward. I believe this is it. Griffin Dorsey, a player that's actually waived in May by Toronto SC after he's featuring for the reserves. He's been influential. No one picking up or marking the trailing Vera, who made the run in. Galaxy let off the hook. Fortunate. So Los Angeles back in possession. Chicharito now dropping to the center of the park, releasing Julian Araujo in a deeper roll now for the Galaxy striker. Has Lletget. He'll need some support. Twisting and turning, nowhere for Chicharito to go. Comes in, loses out, second best in the challenge from Darwin Quintero. And here come the Dynamo looking to break, and it's Urruti just headed off on the angle by LA's Daniel Steres, who did really well. And here come the Galaxy. Space opens up, this one becoming a little bit stretched. Jonathan Dos Santos, wide for Kevin Cabral. Young designated player, Dos Santos, Joveljic. This is Lletget, a pop from 20 yards, held by Michael Nelson. Not enough power on that hit from Lletget, who did well to keep it low. Made the goalkeeper work for it. He's managed to steer it on target. It will go down as a shot on target, the third of the evening for LA Galaxy. Trying to take that next step and find that elusive match winner, but Houston proving to be one tough customer, playing a lot better than their 4-10-10 record, that's for sure. Mired at the bottom of the West, but Pico, he's in. Oh, what a tackle it was from Koulibaly, only as far as Urruti, and a sensational block from Araujo. Some emergency defending from the Galaxy. They're up against it here, but Leggett to the rescue to retrieve it and win it. Deep inside their own half, the Galaxy weathering the storm as we get set for the final quarter of an hour here at the Dig in Carson. This, of course, the first of two meetings between these two. They will meet up on October 20th down in Houston at BBVA Stadium. Julian Araujo enters the Houston half. Craig Fanny is really remonstrating on the bench here inside his penalty area. Living and breathing every kick of the game. Good movement here from Leggett. He's broken the line. Plays it early. Cabral was there, but so too was Tim Parker. Good clearance from the Houston defender. It could have been curtains for Houston. They'll get set to make another double switch. The Dynamo. A very familiar face to Galaxy supporters. Ari Lassiter, of course the son of Roy, who came through the Galaxy system here. A handful of appearances for Los Angeles before moving down to play his football in Costa Rica with Alajuelense and returning this year for the Dynamo. So Boniek Garcia will come on. So Lassiter on for Urruti, and it will be Boniek Garcia coming on, a Honduran veteran, now at 37 years of age, replacing Vera in the center of the park. So play resumes. And played out to the near side. All right, Lassiter, 25 appearances over the course of 4 seasons with LA Galaxy. Nearly 3 times that with Los Dos or LA Galaxy too. The second reserve club. Had a lot of goal scoring success in the USL Championship, did Ari Lassiter, but just never translated to the senior level for the youngster. He's found a home in Houston. Nadebe heading out the challenge from Jovalic, whose movements looked really sharp since coming on as a halftime sub. Quickly taken on the throw. The Galaxy bearing down, looking for a go-ahead strike. Julian Araujo has it taken off of him, but poked out of play by Fafa Pico on the 78th minute here. Leggett up against it here. The Galaxy have that extra bit of quality right now. They've got the bit between their teeth. They've been the better team in the second half, by far. Jonathan Dos Santos with a cheeky flick for Sega Koulibaly. Simple knock forward doesn't work out. He's left a huge gap at the back. Raveloson trying to cover and bursting under it for the Dynamo is Griffin Dorsey, who floats over to this left-hand side into Galaxy territory. Squares for Quintero, who leads it forward. Here's Ari Lassiter, roughed up by Kevin Cabral, and the Frenchman wins it back before he's wrestled to ground by Lassiter. Free kick for Los Angeles. Lassiter, that one more born out of frustration than anything. Ari played his college ball at Cal Poly after he was born in Costa Rica during his dad's playing career. His dad, of course, the legendary Roy Lassiter. Started the early days of Major League Soccer. Here's Joveljic with a jersey tug on Zarek Valentin. Yellow card is dealt. And Valentin took a shot. The swing of the elbow, perhaps, on Joveljic. And who was booked is the question. It was a swing of the elbow from Joveljic and a touch to Zarek Valentin. So it goes against Valentin. And he is the worse for wear. Still down, as is Hadebe, who was hindered by an earlier problem. Valentin able to get up, and now the medical staff will trot over to the Zimbabwean. Hadebe, part of that partnership at the back in central defense with Tim Parker. Houston with 10 draws in MLS this season. Incredible. (1-1) our score. 10 minutes to go. A huge game for the Galaxy. As we said throughout the evening, this is their only game on home soil in the month of September. Took a share of the points away to Colorado on Saturday. Have a tough trip coming up on the weekend on this coming Saturday, away to Minnesota United, who will be up for that fight after a loss in Minneapolis on August 14th. After that, the Galaxy have the week off before traveling down to Texas to pay a visit to Austin on September 26th. And then 3 days later, a midweek visit to Salt Lake City to take on Real Salt Lake. Galaxy will be getting set to make another switch. And it will be their 4th of the night. The final window available to them. Remember, 5 substitutions can be made over the course of 3 windows, not including halftime. And it's going to be Sacha Kljestan, who just made his 300th MLS appearance over the weekend. And recently turning 36 years of age. Did Sacha back on the 9th, last Thursday. So Houston will call upon Minar Figueroa, another experienced Honduran. The 38-year-old comes on for Hadebe and will be called upon to perform in central defense. So Hadebe off, Figueroa on. Meanwhile, the Galaxy sees Jonathan Dos Santos, the captain, come off, and Sacha Kljestan come on for his 22nd appearance of the season. He's been so useful. And the Galaxy will have this free kick taken by Leggett right into the danger area and off the head of Dorsey. And out, it will be a corner kick. The Galaxy with their 5th on the far side. Is this their ticket? Koulibaly and Steris have come forward. Leggett on that right foot. Here comes the in-swinger. And a monstrous clearance by Minar Figueroa. Big, strong Honduran. Was an incredible, over 170 caps to his credit for his country. Back heel in, Cabral plays it back. It's on for the Galaxy. And a wobbly moment. Sega Koulibaly with a taquito for his countryman, Cabral, who pulled it back for Chicharito Hernandez, who couldn't beat the keeper. A little disappointed is Chicharito, feeling he should have done better. He's got the 1. And is there more in store? So The Galaxy building once again behind Hamalainen, who's been quiet. Floats one up and over the top. It's a hard charging run from Joveljic. It's it first time. Hernandez races onto it. He goes down. The referee had a great look at it. The challenge from Parker deemed clean. No penalty given. We play on. Is there going to be some late game magic? Cabral wheels around in central midfield, supported by Ravelicin. It will switch the point of attack for Julian Araujo. Pumps the crossover to the far post, and he's got Hamalainen arriving. Smart clearance made by Houston's Griffin Dorsey. Sixth quarter of the evening for Sebastian Lletget and the LA Galaxy trying to complete the comeback. Ravelicin, Joveljic, Steris, and Koulibaly amongst the chief targets. Lletget's delivery flicked on, but dealt with nicely by Houston. Had their problems defending corners this year, the Dynamo. They've allowed 5 goals from corner kicks. So Memo Rodriguez will come on here. He'll become the final substitution. He's played a big part. So it'll be Darwin Quintero coming off, Memo Rodriguez coming on. Houston homegrown player from Wharton, Texas. He'll report on for the last 5 minutes of duty. The Galaxy up against it here. Here's Koulibaly. Playing it down the line is Julian Araujo, nicely C2 by Adam Lundqvist in that central defense. Here comes Chicharito Hernandez. Broken up. It comes out for a Galaxy throw. Rodriguez scoring a couple of years ago, October 6th, 2019, down in Houston. It was a miserable night for Los Angeles, 4-2. Far cry from what's happened now. Cabral. Dispossessed by Fafa Picot. Counterattack is on, but Lassiter, poor ball from him. Steris only too happy to oblige, asserting himself into the attack. It's laid off for Hamalainen. He's got one available, but Tim Parker able to clear it out relatively easily. The Galaxy will go back to the drawing board on the 88th minute. Played through by Ravelicin. For an onside Sebastian Lletget, twisting and turning. This one floated in, and it's Chicharito. And rose to it, the flag had not gone up, and it will be a goal kick. It would have counted if Chicharito was able to get over it. Did well. Hey, soccer fans, the Galaxy is excited to announce season tickets for the 2022 MLS season. They're now on sale. You can learn all about what it means to be a part of the Galaxy community by joining as an LA Galaxy season ticket member. All you have to do is call 1-8773-GALAXY. That's 342-5299, or visit lagalaxy.com/since96 today. Get down to the nitty-gritty, 89th minute. Question: relieving the pressure off of the sub, that time Boniek Garcia. This is Joveljic now for Los Angeles. Is there a second in the offing? Floated in by Hamalainen, but nicely defended by Lundqvist, who got his head to it. Kleshtin did well to keep it in. Koulibaly pokes it forward for Ryan Raveloson. The Malagasy will need some support, and he'll get it in the form of Kleshtin. This is Araujo operating on the near side, deep into the half. And it will be a Galaxy throw. Sports fans, the Galaxy are proud to welcome you back to Dignity Sports Park with full capacity games for the rest of the season. All fans can now purchase single game tickets. You can be here for all the exciting matchups, upcoming game promotions, including Star Wars Night this Friday, by securing single game tickets for friends and family. For more information, email ticket plans at lagalaxy.com or visit lagalaxy.com/tickets today. We move into the final minute. Kevin Cabral supported by Sasha Kleshtin. And here comes Julian Araujo, but hits it out of play. They can ill afford to make those types of mistakes at this juncture. Galaxy trying to snap a 4-game winless slide, their longest of the season. Trying to inch closer and closer to the Colorado Rapids, who are 5 points above them. The Western Conference table just haven't been good enough. And 8 minutes, though, will be tacked onto this one. An incredible amount of time, a lifetime, to conjure up a winner for either of these two. The Galaxy looking the more likely. Chicharito Hernandez plays it wide. Cabral on the edge of the box, supported by Julian Araujo. Referee waves it on. Chicharito can't control that cross. Greg Vanny, incredulous, pleading with the referee. Thought that Cabral had been chopped down. And from our vantage point, had grounds for an argument. Valentin flings himself into a challenge. Throw it. And here come LA. Do they have a little bit left in the tank? Koulibaly. And Kleshtin wheeling around, pulling the strings in the center of midfield. It was Cabral who was wrestled on the edge of the box, and certainly that could have gone against Houston really easy. Plenty of grounds for complaint. Koulibaly. Araujo drops that shoulder. A couple of defenders converge. And it will be a Houston throw as it deflected last off of Julian Araujo. Araujo continues to plead his case with the referee's assistant, but it's going to fall upon the deaf ears of Chantal Boudreau. Running the near side line. Here's the Kleshtin. Lovely ball. It's on for Joveljic. Out comes Nelson, and Valentin had to make a hasty clearance. He had Joveljic on his back. The Galaxy in the 3rd minute of stoppage time, continuing to bear down on the Houston goal. Here's Kevin Cabral, starting to find his way and settle in nicely to MLS after that move from Valenciennes earlier this year. There will be a throw, though, for the Dynamo. Will be too happy to take a point out of Carson, continue their great run against LA. Galaxy, remember, haven't won and beaten Houston since April of 2019 here in Carson, when Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Diego Polenta were on target in a 2-1 triumph. Keep it right here on Galaxy Radio. I'll be here to wrap it up for you. All the analysis, statistics, and a look at some of the other scores in a busy day in Major League Soccer. It's all coming up on the Galaxy post-game show. That one knocked down by Figueroa, who locates the substitute Darwin Seren, who's had little influence on the proceedings. Hard charging run down the right-hand side. Ariel Lassiter, who can't get to it, and slipping through the challenge is Hamalainen, but shows too much of it. Seren, who wins it back. Here's Memo Rodriguez for the Houston Dynamo. And they get one against the run of play, and it's a needless challenge. Nipping in was Boniek Garcia, right on the heels of Kevin Cabral, and he's going to be booked for this, and he should. Just dove in. Garcia. 132 caps for Honduras. Didn't play against the United States a few days ago in that World Cup qualifier down in San Pedro Sula when the U.S. came back from a goal down to win 4-1 in that sensational second half display. Here's Sega Koulibaly. Sebastian Lletget trying to lift one over the top. Out comes Nelson, with Chicharito and Kevin Cabral bearing down. They've got their full arsenal out there, the Galaxy. Only 4 shots on target so far this evening. A little bit of extra time as we head into the 5th minute of stoppage time. Free kick for Los Angeles in their own half. Looking for their first home victory since a 1-0 triumph over Real Salt Lake on August 4th. These games against Western Conference opponents start to pile up. It's going to be a real slog for LA. They can do themselves a real bit of good. They can take maximum points ahead of those 3 consecutive games on their travels. Here's Cabral in open space. Flag is down, trying to round Figueroa, but Cabral showed too much of it. Didn't come off of Figueroa, and that's the question. It appears to be the case. So it will be corner number 6. Make it 7 for LA. Sebastian Lletget. Is this their moment? The Galaxy haven't been too proficient. They have scored 3 times. Lletget on the near side. 96th minute on the outswinger. Steris and Kleshchuk come forward. Referee's assistant signaling for the flag. It didn't appear that the entire ball had gone over the byline. Nevertheless, looks as though it's going to be a goal kick here, or rather a free kick. Offside against Lletget. Thought the call it might have gone over the line. Is there one last thrust? Is there anything left for either of these two? As Nelson gives it a ride off the head of Fafa Picol and tracked down by LA's Sega Koulibaly. Back to Jonathan Klinsmann. Did really well with his feet. Been impressed with the youngster's footwork. It's good playing out of the back. Perhaps a little bit more comfortable than Jonathan Bond, who is an accomplished keeper in his own right. Galaxy looking to build another move. Ravelis skips past Dorsey. Lays it wide to the left-hand side where Hamalainen is onto it. Plays it early. And he had Joveljic, but he didn't clear that first defender. They'll get it back. Ravelis squares. Question now. Time of the essence. Near side. Lletget about 30 yards away. He's got Joveljic and Chicharito waiting, but Joveljic just goes to ground. Couldn't quite latch onto it on that flighted ball in. Final minute of added on time. It's a matter of seconds. It looks as though these two might have to be content with the draw. It's wrestled the ground from Valentin, but not much in it. Post-game show coming up after the game here on Galaxy Radio. Galaxy do appear headed to their 3rd consecutive draw unbeaten in 3 but winless in 5, and that's going to do it, it appears, and that's it. Full time called by referee Kevin Stott. And the Galaxy, after 90 minutes of slugging it out, couldn't quite get that breakthrough go-ahead goal, and it ends. LA Galaxy 1, Houston Dynamo 1. Stay with us. The postgame show is coming up next.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy. Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always
Stop when the game ends. Your official LA Galaxy after party is at SoCal's most thrilling casino, San Manuel. Join us for a chance to win a share of millions in prizes all September long, including a 2021 Lexus LC convertible and up to $100,000 in cash every Thursday at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., and 9 p.m. Earn entries using your club Serrano card each time you play, and you could be one of our weekly grand prize winners. Fall into September with a big win and thrilling jackpots, only at San Manuel Casino. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
And welcome back. The dust has settled here in Carson, and the LA Galaxy once again have to settle for another draw. It's their third consecutive draw, their second consecutive 1-1 draw against the Houston Dynamo. Happy to have you along. This is the post-game show coming your way here on Galaxy Radio. Time now for our Spectrum Mobile Save of the Match. The Save of the Game is brought to you by Spectrum Mobile, the fastest-growing mobile provider in the nation. And you'd have to tip your hat to Houston goalkeeper Michael Nelson, who denied Chicharito Hernandez on the 51st minute with a great outstretched paw to keep the Mexican off the score sheet. Chicharito Hernandez, though, would find the back of the net 10 minutes later. If not for that save, it could have been curtains and no points tonight for the Dynamo, who still remain winless on their travels this season. Time now also for our Nutrition for a Better Life Herbalife Man of the Match, and who else but Chicharito Hernandez, who fought and put himself on the line, trying to get things going, and eventually got that equalizer on the 61st minute. Some other scores in and around Major League Soccer: Atlanta 4-0 over Cincinnati, DC 3, Chicago 0. Ola Kamara, the former Galaxy man, with a hat trick in the first half in that one. Montreal 4-2 victors in Orlando. Sporting Kansas City winning out by 4-0 over Minnesota United FC, who are the next opponent for the Galaxy on Saturday. And of course, down in Texas, it was Austin 1, LAFC 2. So the Galaxy, with plenty of room for improvement here, made that substitution for Joveljic coming on for Efrain Alvarez at halftime. That added a little bit more spark to the attack, but didn't give them that elusive goal. Shouts of a penalty kick late on as Kevin Cabral was brought down just on the edge of the penalty box. The referee not giving the penalty kick. The graft was there. The energy was there. Statistically speaking, the Galaxy with the better of the chances as well. 64% of possession led to 4 shots on target to just 2 for the Houston Dynamo. Respective goalkeepers weren't that busy tonight. In fact, Jonathan Klinsmann made some timely interventions, making just 1 save and just 3 saves, but a big one it was from Michael Nelson. All right, well, that's going to do it for us. Once again, the final score tonight. The Galaxy have to settle for the draw 1-1 against the Houston Dynamo. Up next for them, Saturday night, away to Minnesota United SC. For all the good people here at Dignity Health Sports Park, the entire crew, this is Christian Miles saying good night from Carson.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy. Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Don't let the thrill stop when the game ends. Your official LA Galaxy after party is at SoCal's most thrilling casino, San Manuel. Join us for a chance to win a share of millions in prizes all September long, including a 2021 Lexus LC convertible and up to $100,000 in cash every Thursday at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., and 9 p.m. Earn entries using your club Serrano card each time you play, and you could be one of our weekly grand prize winners. Fall into September with a big win and thrilling jackpots, only at San Manuel Casino. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors, and 3 delicious dips. All for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy. Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Don't let the thrill stop when the game ends. Your official LA Galaxy after party is at SoCal's most thrilling casino, San Manuel. Join us for a chance to win a share of millions in prizes all September long, including a 2021 Lexus LC convertible and up to $100,000 in cash every Thursday at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., and 9 p.m. Earn entries using your Club Serrano card each time you play, and you could be one of our weekly grand prize winners. Fall into September with a big win and thrilling jackpots, only at San Manuel Casino. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.